Okay, this is sonnet number 57 by Shakespeare, and it begins as, "Being your slave, what should I do but tend upon the hours and times of your desire? I have no precious time at all to spend, nor services to do, till you require. Nor dare I chide the world without end, hour, well, I, my sovereign, watch the clock for you, nor think the bitterness of absence sour. When you have bid your servant once adieu, nor dare I question with my jealous thought where you may be or your affairs suppose, but I, like a sad slave, stay and think of naught, save where you are, happy you make those. So true a fool is to love that in your will, though you do anything he thinks no ill." Okay, as with many of his other sonnets, the narrator is deeply in love with this woman. His status is stated in the first line, as he's a slave, and although he doesn't enjoy the situation he's in, he cherishes the time he spends around her.
This poem is filled with a lot of tension. You can see that he mentions that he doesn't question where she is or what she's doing, but in the lines following that, he says all he can think of is where she is and what she's doing. There's a lot of tension between what he feels and what he wants to admit. He knows he's a fool, but it's hard to admit that a person is a fool. And so, in a way, when he personifies love, calling love a fool, and saying that love thinks no ill, like, he doesn't want to admit that he is the fool, but in a way he is still admitting that he's a fool because love is foolish and he is like a slave to love, so he's admitting that he's a fool, but it's difficult for him. And so there's a lot of tension in this poem and a lot of sarcasm because though he loves her, he feels like a slave and a sad slave, and love should make a person feel happy, but he's saying that he feels like a sad slave. So it's very sarcastic and filled with tension.
Okay, thank you.